My name is Dulce Inzunza. I became homeless about 12 years ago and entered the program and successfully graduated from it. Fast forward to today, I work in human resource. I recently wrote a book, and it's about resilience, and it's about how people that go through difficult times can come out of it, and a lot of it is thanks to this program. I ended up at the women's shelter because I'm going to say ego. I was very successful. I had a good job. However, I lived day to day, like most families do nowadays, right? And when I lost my job back then, I had nothing to fall back on. I didn't have any family. And honestly, I was just ashamed to talk to anybody and reach out for help. I was in a position to where I didn't know what to do. My daughter's father was never in the picture, so it was just her and I at the time. We ended up at the women's shelter where we were there for a few weeks. I don't remember exactly how long, but they were the ones that connected us to Family Promise. And we entered the program for when it was transitional. We were staying at different congregations 1 week at a time, sometimes 2 weeks, but I was in that situation for about 2 months. This whole time I did have a job, and Family Promise helped me get an apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment, and we were at that apartment for about 2 years. I started working in human resource, and human resource has been my career for the last 6 years. And recently, like I said, wrote the book, and but what led up to that was ego, and was really not having any type of support, but mainly not being able to reach out to anybody because I was ashamed. I remember Miss Barbara because she was very kind and non-judgmental. Was just able to talk to me in a very caring way, very nurturing way, but also very stern, because obviously I wasn't making good choices with money when it comes down to that. So I remember one of the things that has stayed with me since then is budgeting. She helped me and taught me how to, and how to prioritize and how to do budgeting. So that's one of the things that I carry with me to this day. So they really helped me get on my feet and stay on my feet, because during that time that I was in the program, they gave me all the resources that I needed. Then when I got my apartment, obviously I didn't have anything, so the program helped me furnish my apartment. They even gave me everything, all the way from cleaning supplies to furniture, and they also were able to provide the resources to go get the food stamps and to just be able to really be on my own, and with all the dignity, right, that any person would want to have. So right now, I wanted to really make sure the Family Promise knew what a success story they had created, because my daughter is about to graduate high school this year. She is thriving. She's actually dancing in competitive dancing, and she's traveling with the team. Next week, they're going to Orlando to do World's Dance, which is kind of like the Olympics for dancers. And it's a very big deal. And I always tell people, my success story is her success story, because she was also going through the program with me. I also wrote a book, and my book is called Held by Grace. I wrote it in Spanish, and the English version is coming up soon. So Sostenida por la Gracia talks about the resilience and how, with God, all things are possible. And when we think that we are alone, we're not alone. We're never alone. We just have to reach out. because staying in that little cocoon, it's not going to do anything. And that's one of the things that I learned during that process, is that speaking out and reaching out, there's nothing to be ashamed of. We can't do anything without a congregation. We need to reach out for each other and help each other.